Hey guys, it's me, Sheridan. I've got my hands on my ears for some reason. And I'm gonna be doing a bit of a Q&A with my boyfriend. Oh my god, I've got a boyfriend now. So let's go and meet him. But yes, as Sheridan was saying, we'll be doing a bit of a Q&A.
We got some questions from you guys, collected them over the last couple of weeks. Most of them are really cutesy or just trying to figure out where you came from, pretty much. Like, how did you meet? Who are you? So they're pretty personal. It's kind of like an interview for you.
Nick, Italian Greek, 6'1", yes, no, 7, once, and upside down reverse style.
First question was, where did you first meet?
I remember it like it was yesterday.
It was actually like 2 years ago.
You've made this claim before that you don't remember when we met.
Once you describe the memory, I trace it back to a real memory, but we met outside JMC, which is the uni that we went to.
First time I even knew you existed was when one of my teachers was like, oh yeah, and if you rent out spaces, like there's one of the students has an office place that you could borrow.
My dad's office.
And being the production designer, it obviously fell on me.
And you messaged me on Facebook. I only know that because I scrolled back. I don't remember this actually happening. I feel really bad.
Yeah, me, the producer and director.
Yeah, you guys met me outside JMC under that tree.
You got in my car.
Yeah.
You were in my car.
Was it a different car?
It was.
Okay, cool. That's not too bad. Don't remember talking to you in the car. I don't remember talking to you in the office. But I remember working on the short film, and I remember you being there. You spoke about Australia's Next Top Model with me for like a minute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that had to do with my ex.
Yeah.
And yeah, modelling.
Yeah, I remember that conversation.
Every time you mention it, I'm always just like, fuck you. Know me! You had a boyfriend, so it wasn't like, let's get these moves on.
That's why I don't remember you, because you weren't some random guy trying to flirt with me. You were just a person working.
Just a random guy not trying to flirt with you.
Yeah.
We didn't really hang out for about a year and a half after that. We never really spoke or talked or knew much of each other other than...
You helped me to get this camera actually. I asked on Facebook what camera I should get, and then you messaged me about it.
And then I slid into those DMs pretty soft. It was a soft slide.
We had that conversation and we didn't speak for like 9 months.
It was a really soft slide.
I remember seeing that you were in the Vegan Australia group and I was like, ooh. And I kind of liked you from that just as a person. It was like, oh, you're better in my head. Started commenting on my sheribubble videos while I was in Africa. And then I watched your most recent one with really bad internet in the middle of Uganda. And then I came into Ireland and I was like, this guy's funny. And then I like spoke about you a bit and I was like...
I can deal with funny.
But it wasn't even flirty, you were just really supportive and stuff and it was really cute.
That literally is all it was. Because I was like, I'm gonna do me for a while. And then I was like... And I invited you to come to a band gig that I was filming.
No, we were talking before then. We spoke for like a week before then.
Yeah, but then...
I know why we started talking, do you remember? On Facebook? This is a test. Don't remember? I commented in a vegan group and said when I became vegan, and then you messaged me and were like, whoa, we became vegan in the same month, in the same year. And that's how we started talking.
I care about messages half as much as I care about actually meeting you.
True, true.
Which brings us to...
the second meeting where I actually remember you and know who you are.
You know, by this point, I met your dad like 2 years ago.
Yeah, so weird.
A bunch of friends of mine who had a band wanted me to film something.
Hottest 100, Triple J. So just after, the day after Australia Day. You invited me along.
Sure did.
And then I got nervous and invited a whole bunch of friends.
Well, to be fair, I invited most people from film.
Yeah, there was a whole bunch, like I knew people from JMC. I spotted you and then was like, no, I can't do this. Chickened out. Knew where you were at the party the whole time and like tried to avoid you. Just because I walked in and then you hugged me. And then I remember I went to Georgia, my friend Georgia. Shout out to Georgia. And I was like, oh shit. He's too pretty, I can't talk to him, I can't. And then I avoided you. You were only wearing like boardies and stuff too, so it was like first time like seeing you again and you're like half naked and I was like, oh no, I'm shy.
Yeah, let's just say when I got out of the pool, I wasn't the only one dripping wet.
And then we chatted a bit that night, a little bit about random shit. I don't even know
Yeah, I
what
got
we're
along
talking about.
with all your friends that night. It was good night.
Next question is, what did you first notice when you first met each other? See, because I can't answer this because I have no memory of you.
Yeah, I guess you noticed my plainness, my general unrecognizability.
You had really long hair, so I would have recognized the fact that, because at the time your hair was longer. So I feel like I would have noticed that. I would have been like, hey, you have long hair.
Hey, there's that long-haired weirdo.
I knew you were really nice though. You were really nice over Facebook. I always thought you were really polite.
Probably how short you were.
That's awful. I'm not even that short.
Would have been your hair. Yeah, it was really straight. It is really straight. It's got this like blackness to it.
Because I'm dyed dark.
Yeah, no, but it has this like dark straightness. You wouldn't get it. You guys get it. Do you guys get it?
I don't think they do.
I think they will. I think they'll get that it's really dark and straight. Like
Well,
there's something about it that's really something. And if you know the word, I don't know. I don't know the word.
I guess it was similar, and it was longer at the time. It was like down to there.
Where was it down to?
There.
You're welcome.
The next question is from our friend Aiden, and it says...
Your friend Aiden. That guy.
Oh! And it says, how does it feel knowing that each person in the relationship loves me more than the other person in the relationship?
I'm pretty sure after that comment he knows how I feel.
Yeah, he knows how you feel, but it's tough being without him. Just thinking about him while I'm looking at you.
Ew.
I feel like that would feel really bad when it goes up.
Nothing you're doing right now feels great, I'll be honest.
Okay, you ready? This one's kind of cheesy.
I'm vegan, sorry, thank you. Is it vegan cheesy?
Nah, there
Is
is.
it cheesy?
Oh, that shit's good.
Mm-hmm, that should be.
Logo comes up.
Get some cheese!
What is your favorite thing about each other? This is actually hard.
Probably just how much you remind me of Aiden sometimes. You care a lot. You care a lot. Cute. You're cute.
Okay.
Don't make me say too much more. Ever since I met you, I knew from the beginning. What is with this voice?
It's really tricky because I feel like a lot of my things like overlap, but they're mainly just the way that you think, because you're very analytical, but then creative. So everything that you say I find really interesting. Just like complimenting your brain, I don't know. What is that? Is that a thing? I don't know. Like learn something every day. That's cool. I like it. Keeps me smart. Keeps that dementia off, you know?
Yeah, gotta keep the dementia off your back.
Dementia!
What I like most about you is your ability to understand my references.
That's probably the thing you hate
Almost
about me.
never. Literally almost never gets my references.
At least everything that you say that's a reference I think is original, so you're more funny to me.
I have the best references! That was a reference!
Well, to what?
This is the end.
Oh, I haven't seen it. How many times do you hear that a day? I haven't seen it.
It's just, at least daily I'll hear that. And I'll just, like, my heart will just be like, oh.
The next question is, describe each other's personality in one word.
Bubbly. That does kind of imply dumbness. Kind.
I thought bubbly was like a sheribubble reference.
Oh my god!
What's bubbly mean if you look it up now? Cheerful, high spirits, a bright and bubbly personality. Why would they put the word in the...
Very interesting.
A word that's like thoughtful or considerate. That like you're always thinking about how I am and how I'm doing. Is that caring? Like caring but stronger.
I like that. I really like that. Super intense caring. I'm obsessive, I guess.
The next question is, how long have you both been vegan and what's your favourite vegan meal?
Probably about 14 months for both of us.
I haven't eaten meat for 2 years, but you cut out everything at once. You're hardcore. What's true though? We make really good vegan burgers, like really good.
Really good.
So if you want to know the recipe, hit us up because we really want to film it. I love like vegan burgers, good vegan pizza, noodles, stir fries, satay, anything with peanuts in it, pretty much.
That's pretty much all we eat. We mix nutritional yeast and veganese or vegan mayonnaise.
You're really giving away the secret recipe.
You literally just mix those two ingredients together. Put in a bit of barbecue sauce if you want, smoky preferably, or liquid smoke. Eat them with vegan nuggets, vegan chickens.
Yeah, vegan nuggets are good.
Anything vegan ovenable, you put that on it.
Fries, good brand, good brand. It's good.
In what world?
Alright.
Oh, and when we go out to eat, the best place was totally that place on Ackland Street.
Distro Soul?
Is that the one?
Yes.
We had the, what did I get? It was dank. Their vegan stuff is dank. Just check them out because
they're mostly vegan, so good. This one I don't like, isn't something we've done, so it doesn't really make sense. What's on your bucket list together? Is it like a physical thing we're meant to already have, or is it something we're making now?
Our number one thing would have to be to make a bucket list.
Well, I want to see the Northern Lights.
Hit me with that.
I want to see the Northern Lights.
Okay, but hit me with that. Don't just pretend to hit me with that.
I can't.
That's crap. That's crap. Like, it's crap.
I can't.
Hit me with it. Oh, fuck. Aurora Borealis.
I don't want to like skydive or jump out of a plane. They're both the same.
Flying a plane?
Because that's a casual thing to do.
What about going to outer space?
Yeah, but we're not gonna...
But like, by that time...
By what time?
That, you know...
Before we die?
When it's time... Yeah, But like...
I hope so.
Sometime from now to there. I'd always want to go to Antarctica and or just have been to every continent, but you've done both of those.
I can do it for a second time round.
Also probably like to finish a 2,000 piece puzzle.
Can you buy them?
Probably.
Work on a TV show. Like you're working with them for years and years. It's like a big family. I want to be on TV once. Even I'm talking anything. Even back. Oh no, I have been on TV. I've been on the footy a lot.
Okay, quote you about half an hour ago. I hate acting.
No, but not acting. Not acting.
So you want to be you?
Yes. Have you?
Once. I went over to a friend's and there were these, it was me, him and two girls, and we went to a protest about some boom gates that were closing, but people wanted it open. And I was about 15 at the time, so I didn't really give a shit. Couldn't even drive, so it really only affected people with cars. So there I was in my fluoro purple shirt.
Fluoro purple?
My multicolored Nike high tops. My mate ran off, like as soon as we were like, the protest began getting hectic. But we were standing on the tracks waving our signs around. So we stopped a train to, I don't know, prove a point that, you know, open these boom gates or else we'll stop trains on that reg. So busted. My mum and dad were like, Nick! And they paused the telly because they had Foxtel Live.
That's your one.
They're like, can you tell me what this is?
Looks like I'm sitting here but I'm like lying on you. We have to wrap up this shit because we gotta go.
We're leaving here to go to my place to have an anime sesh with a couple of my friends, which involves watching Boku no Hero Academia.
Did you say that right? Impressive.
This has been the Q&A where you meet me.
Yay! He'll be on this channel way more.
My name's Nick, by the way.
Yeah, I think
I should probably introduce myself. I also go by Topper. Sarah?
Pussy. Why do you look so weird? Is that your actual place? Because you look so weird. Because you were trying to not laugh, so you were really focused. How do we wrap this up? Thanks for the quick.
Damn it, I can't do it.
Thanks for watching this. If you have any questions, we can feature it in another Q&A. We have another video planned soon, so you're going to be back on my channel real soon. It's going to be quite fun.
Yeah, I want to note that is why this is so disgusting and the way it is. Because especially if this comes off.
Then you were just one big hair. We weirdly have the same hair.
We don't though, because your hair has that extra something. Which reminds me, if anyone knows what that something is and can articulate that, I would, you know, molto bene, which doesn't mean thank you or I'd be grateful, but you know, I'd be grateful.
What does that word mean?
Very good.
Goodbye!